City Council meeting for Tuesday, August 15th, 2017. We going with the music, or are we not going with the music? If you could please join us for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. If you could please call the roll.
Councilmember Escovia.
Here.
Councilmember Kicker.
Here.
Councilmember Denner.
Here.
Councilmember Geisler.
Here.
Councilmember Johnson.
Councilmember Wells.
Here.
Mayor Cook.
Here. Thank you. We have a first item on our agenda is to adopt this evening's agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Demers, second by Geisler. Any changes or corrections? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? And that motion, the agenda is adopted. No proclamations or presentations. The next thing is approval of the minutes of the previous meeting from August 2nd.
Your Honor.
Councilmember Kicker.
I make a motion to approve the meeting minutes of August 2nd, 2017.
Second.
Motion by Kicker, second by Griskoviak. Any corrections or discussion? I had one question I forgot to bring up earlier, and it said on here that Councilmember Johnson asked if there was, this is on page 4 regarding the driveway vacation, the easement vacation. Councilmember Johnson asked if there was any thought given to putting the driveway to 127th Lane. Public Works Director Himmer stated this was not considered as it would require the garage to be reoriented. And I recall the answer being something like you did have a lot of discussions about it, but it wasn't going to, it didn't seem like it was the garage reorientation that was stopping it from us.
That was the property owners basically saying, we're not interested in doing that, but it was considered, yes.
Yeah, so I guess I'm not sure how that exactly should be corrected, but it seemed like that was an important piece because that was considered. And then under old business number 10, Councilmember Johnson indicated the council discussed this matter at a recent work session without the Class B license holders in attendance, and I would have thought he was talking about the Class A license holders. Mm-hmm. That was on page 6. So those are the only two things I had. Anything else? Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? And those minutes are approved.
One abstention.
Wow, minutes, okay. Councilmember Demmer?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. New
Missed
York.
that one. Yeah, sorry.
New York City.
Yeah. Wasn't a vacation.
All right. So move on to our consent agenda item. And item 2, which is the first item on our consent agenda, is to approve the master contracting agreement with Rowlands Electric Incorporated for citywide electrical repairs. And this just is, the city retains contractors to assist with various citywide repair projects that cannot be provided by city forces. The master contracting agreement outlines a process that will be undertaken for such repairs and provides annual pricing rates from trusted firms. The City Council approved the use of and boilerplate for the agreement of the April 7th, 2015 City Council meeting. And we will be approving the master contracting agreement with Rowlands Electric Incorporated and authorize city officials to execute the attached agreement for professional contracting services beginning 2017 and beyond. Next item on our consent agenda, which is number 3. Approve the 2017-2018 contract for school liaison officers and prevention services. The police department requests to renew a contract with Anoka Hennepin School District number 11 for the 2017-2018 school year for school liaison officer and prevention program services. This agreement provides funding for assigning police officers as school liaison officers at Coon Rapids High School, Coon Rapids Middle School, Northdale Middle School, and Anoka Hennepin Regional High School, formerly Crossroads Alternative, and for officers teaching the Drug Abuse Resistance Education Program, DARE, in the elementary schools. The 2017-18 contract includes the River Trail Learning Center as well. Now all schools are included under one contract. So we are approving the 2017-2018 contract for school liaison and prevention program officer services with Anoka Hennepin School District number 11. Next item on our consent agenda is item number 4, to approve a therapeutic massage enterprise license for Angels Massage, 11284 Robinson Drive. So we're approving the issuance of a therapeutic massage enterprise license to Mr. Wang for Angels Massage located at 11284 Robinson Drive, pending a successful background investigation. Next item on the consent agenda, number 5 on this evening's agenda, approve final payment for project 17-9 Wilderness Bunker Hills Trail Extension. We're looking at approval of change order and final payment to Barber Construction Incorporated in the amount of $32,935.17 for project 17-9 Wilderness Bunker Hills Trail Extension. And the next item under this is item number 6, to approve the final payment for project 15-16 Sand Creek Park Buildings. All of the dates and the amounts are reasonable and accurate according to the project file. No liquidated damages are recommended. Staff recommends approval, so we're looking at approval of the change orders and final payments according to the attached spreadsheet for project 15-16. And I didn't total these amounts out. Does that need to be in here? Looks like it's $2,779 and $490 and $4,099. So those are the 3 figures.
For the Sand Creek, Mr. Mayor?
Yeah.
There
Sand
are
Creek Park
roughly
buildings.
19 separate contracts. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18.
Oh,
20.
I went to the last column.
No, those are 20 separate contracts. There's still 3 that are open that are, have some outstanding work remaining.
Okay, so whatever that total amount is, that's what we're looking to approve in the consent agenda. Item number 7 this evening is to receive the mid-year gambling expenditure report. So we're receiving that for the first half of 2017. And the last item on our consent agenda is agenda item number 8, and that is to adopt resolution 17-90 to accept donations and contributions made to the 2017 Night to Unite program. And I would just like to highlight that the 11 donors that are and contributors that are listed out are as Coon Rapids Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Mall of America, Cheapskate Lilliput Incorporated, Metro Molded Parts Incorporated, Connexus Energy, Simonson's Salon and Spa, Valley Fair, Urban Air Adventure Park, Cub Foods, Costco Wholesale, and Target Corporation. And it was an incredibly successful night with 109 parties, and we thank you, sponsors, contributors, and participants all. And I think that was the end of our consent agenda. Yes.
Your Honor,
Councilmember Kicker?
I make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Motion by Kicker, second by Demmer. Any discussion?
Your Honor.
Councilmember Wells?
Mr. Hemmer, I'm just curious on Sand Creek Park building, if one of the holdouts is in regards to the leakage coming in the rolling doors over the concession stand?
Yes, Councilmember Wells, that's correct.
Thank you.
All right, any other discussion?
Mayor,
Councilmember Griscoviac?
just wanted to clarify on the master contracting agreement for Rollins. That's a non-exclusive agreement, so it's just, we use those on an as-needed basis with the terms that are in that agreement. Is that how that works?
That's correct. And this is one, there'll ultimately be 3 electricians that we just have some flexibility to utilize. They primarily do our street lighting work right now, but we are looking at 2 other very similar agreements that'll probably be coming to you shortly.
Great, thank you. That's it.
Excellent. Any other discussion? That's all right. Well, we've got a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And that motion carries. No public hearings, no bid openings or contract awards. We have one item under old business. Consider ordinance, consider planning case 17-23, ordinance 2194, approving the zone change from office to high-density residential, 3551 Coon Rapids Boulevard. Tom Wasmoen. Does anybody need any kind of a presentation on this? I think we beat this one to death last meeting.
So, Mr. Mayor?
Councilmember Geisler?
As we have talked about this extensively, I will make a motion in planning case 17-23 to move to approve the ordinance 2194 approving the proposed zoning change from office to high-density residential based on the 5 stated findings. One, that the proposed rezoning to high-density residential is consistent with the proposed land use designation of high-density residential. The proposed rezoning is compatible with the adjacent land uses and zoning. The terms and conditions have changed so that reasonable use of property cannot be made under the current times and conditions, so that reasonable use of the property cannot be made under current zoning. Proposed zoning change would not have an adverse impact on the area, and the rezoning is consistent with the Coon Rapids Boulevard Framework Plan and River Rapids Overlay District.
Second.
Motion by Geisler, second by Demmer. Discussion. Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? And that motion carries. Item number 10, on a related note, in planning case 17-22, consider resolution 17-89, approving the land use plan amendment from office to high-density residential 3551 Coon Rapids Boulevard.
Mr. Mayor, I will move this
Councilmember
motion
Geisler?
as well, since zoning and land use have to be in alignment. Planning case 17-22, I make a motion to adopt resolution 17-89, approving the amendment to the city's comprehensive land use plan to change the land use designation from office to high-density residential based on the following 4 stated items. The proposed comprehensive land use amendment is compatible with the adjacent comprehensive land use designations and land uses. The proposed comprehensive land use amendment will not have an adverse impact on the adjacent properties. The proposed comprehensive land use amendment is consistent with the Coon Rapids Boulevard Framework Plan, and the proposed comprehensive land use amendment is supportive of the comprehensive land use plan, land use chapter, and housing chapter goals for the city, including eliminating underutilized and obsolete land uses and creating and maintaining a high-quality housing environment and a variety of housing options.
Second.
Motion by Geisler, second by Kicker. Discussion?
Mr. Mayor?
Councilmember Geisler?
I'm excited to hopefully see plans coming through. I know that there's a lot of work that we've seen, and I think it's going to be good for the community and a nice building, and that by setting the zoning and the comprehensive plan, it moves us one step closer to doing that.
All right, further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And that motion carries. Item number 11, Mr. Himmer, we are going to consider an agreement with the United States Geological Survey for the Mississippi River Stream Gauge. I always thought gauge was spelled with a U, and everywhere here it's spelled just G-A-G-E. I don't understand that, but
Yeah.
do you want me to read the discussion, or do you want to hit the highlights, or?
Mr. Mayor, briefly, this is a joint venture between several cities along this pool, between the dam and roughly just south of St. Cloud. They will be affixing a monitoring gauge on the bridge on 169. The USGS will be funding that cost, and then they'll pay $1,000 annually towards the maintenance. Some additional cities have now come on board, so our costs have gone down. Mr. Brody is working on an agreement right now with Anoka County where they would pay for their frontage as well. So roughly 25% of the cost you see here will be invoiced back to Anoka County. We kind of have a handshake deal in place, and we're about to memorialize that. So this is a 5-year agreement to get flood stage, flood prediction, other types of data that could be used for this pool for, say, wake restrictions, other types of uses. So with that, I can stand for any questions you might have.
Excellent. Councilmember Geisler, have you been the one that's been kind of on the meeting
Yes.
on this one?
Yeah, so I got to attend one meeting with a number of our city partners around the area, and it's really just to be able to make sure that we have accurate data on the pool and to be able to put out the appropriate notices and warnings, whether there's ice jams and the change in the river levels, because it can change dramatically. And having, because right now there's a gauge past the dam, and the other one I think is up like in St. Cloud, so the flowage is just really hard to predict, and this will give us much better data for our area.
Excellent. All right. Seems appropriate that maybe you want to make that motion
I
then.
will make that motion.
Councilmember Geisler.
So I make a motion to approve the 5-year joint funding agreement for water resource investigations with the USGS, U.S. Geological Survey, and authorize annual maintenance costs totaling $16,724, of which $41.81 will be reimbursed by Anoka County.
Second.
Motion by Geisler, second by Wells. Discussion?
Mayor?
Councilmember Griscoviac.
May I just ask a clarification on the locations of the other gauges? There's going to be one at 169, a little bit upstream, but further downstream. Is there one at the dam currently?
There is not currently at the dam, it's below the dam.
And is it at 610, or
Yep.
is it at the 610 bridge?
I believe so, I'm
Yeah.
not positive.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that is a long stretch without any gauges.
Well, and it's on the other side of the dam. So it's a completely different water flow. It's all dependent on how much water they're allowing to go through the dam.
Right.
So,
And it used to be that somebody would go down with a yardstick, and not very scientific, not very accurate, and, trying to get that data into the systems. And the gauges are pretty smart these days, and so it will look at flow and precipitation and be able to do a lot more forecasting as they bring that data into their modeling tools.
It's all reported to NOAA, the Weather Associate, or the weather, and you can, general public can go online and view this information as well.
there was a lot of discussion about trying to create a no-wake pool on that river, a no-wake zone when the water would get up to a certain level, but there was no empirical data. Literally, it was somebody from Champlin would drive down, look at a spot on the bridge, and if it was up to that spot, they wanted to declare a no-wake zone. That's not really particularly scientific, and it seems a little subjective, so this is I think, a good move. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? And that motion carries. And we are on our item 12, to consider resolution 17-91, establishing the 2017-2018 Coon Rapids Ice Center rental rates. So the fees for hourly ice rental services and activities were last reviewed and approved by the City Council at its August 16th, 2016 meeting, prior to the beginning of the 2016 and 2017 skating season. We've got a market study here for the surrounding areas showing a variety of results, with the majority of arenas increasing the prime season hourly ice fees by $5. And that's really what we're looking at here. We're looking at increasing the winter prime September to March from $195 to $200. The winter non-prime September to March off-peak hours $150 to $155. Spring, summer, April to August from $150 to $155. And then no change to the outdoor ice for public or outdoor ice for the Coon Rapids Youth Hockey Association. Is there anything we need more to cover on that? Okay. Council? Councilmember Kicker.
I make a motion that the City Council adopt resolution number 17-91, establishing the 2017-2018 ice rental rates for the Coon Rapids Ice Center.
Second.
Motion by Kicker, second by Geisler. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And that motion carries. We are up to the open mic portion of the meeting. Is anybody here to address council under open mic? No? Okay. It was the fake. It was the start to get up. All right, so No open mic. We don't have any reports on previous open mic, and we are to other business. Other business coming before the council? We have a new fall recreation guide. It apparently, is it going to be mailed out? I saw an electronic copy. Just an electronic, Mr. Stemwedel?
Mayor Council, no, it will be online only.
Okay.
And so if you visit our website, it's one of the three main tiles on the front page right now.
Yeah.
It's similar in look and feel to the one we mailed in the spring, but this one has just traditionally been online only. And so for those folks who are interested in that, visit our website.
Nice.
And I'll make one other announcement. So we have the farmers market that continues every Wednesday out at the Coon Rapids Ice Center. There was a Kids Day that was scheduled for tomorrow. It's supposed to be rather wet tomorrow, so that got moved to August 23rd. And other than that, that still goes strong every Wednesday afternoon for those folks who are interested in that.
Nice. 3 to 6 at the Ice Center.
Correct.
Nice. All right. Other business. Mr. Anderson, how are things going at the golf course?
Mayor, Council, thank you. It's been fantastic. It's been very busy at the golf course for the past several weeks. From weddings, other celebrations, to patio dining, to golf events, large and small. And just in the past week, we've had some just fantastic golf tournaments. Teed Up with the Troops last week is a great partner of ours, and Minnesota Military Family Foundation today, which is another just wonderful opportunity for us to host a great many people for a good cause. So those are a few highlights, but it's been just a wonderful couple weeks. So thank you.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. Other business? Wow. Nothing?
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Motion by Geisler, second by Demmer to adjourn. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. We're adjourned.